Hi, my name is Irene, a member of the OpenMRS QA team. My colleague Juliet and I bring you the improvements that the team has been able to achieve in the first quarter of 2022. The team has been able to decouple the QA framework repository from the reference application distro, such that currently the tests are run exclusively in the QA framework. Over 89 granular tests from the reference application have been converted into 23 BDD framework workflows, which are visible in the QA GitHub dashboard. Automation testing, not only for the reference application, but also for the OpenMRS 3.x, OCL, REST Web Services, and platform UI testing. The team has also worked tirelessly to set up pipelines like GitHub Actions and also maintain the CI. Why the pipelines? These are key in tracking changes made to the different repositories. These changes are monitored upon every pull request, and this has enabled the team to maintain the quality of code that is merged into the repository. Still in progress. As a team, we have a few things that we are still working on. Conversion of pending Selenium tests to BDD framework. We have a few tests that we are still working on to convert them into the BDD framework. User acceptance testing for the reference application 2.x. I'm happy to report that already some workflows have been done and a few are still in progress. Fire integration testing. This is one of the items that is still pending on our menu as a team. Why the BDD framework? You may ask yourself. The BDD framework helps to create test cases in English-like language called Gherkin that even non-technical persons can be able to understand what is going on in the software project. This bridges the gap between developers, testers, and the business guys. I have a sample here of the feature file that is written in Gherkin language. Thank you very much. At this point, allow me to welcome my colleague Juliet to take her through a sample automation on the OCL subscription module.
This is Juliet, and I'm going to demonstrate on how to automate the Open Concept Lab module using Selenium and Cucumber. The test is run on the QA framework repository on this link. And before I run the tests, I'm going to have a brief overview of the feature file. The feature file contains the feature, which is OCL subscription module. Then it contains the scenario, which is OCL management. For this case, I have 3 stories, which will be reflected on my demo. The feature file is then translated into the step definition. To be able to run the changes on the step definition, I'll come and change the test property file, choose the server. For this case, I'm going to use the QA server. Then I'll change the web driver to use Firefox. Then headless, I'm going to put false so that we can be able to watch the changes as they run. To run the test, I will have to trigger the command from the test run test.java file. I'm going to demonstrate how the server runs in a normal way. So here I'll enter the normal credential, reference application instance, then select configure metadata, click on manage OCL link, then set up subscription button. I'll be prompted to enter the subscription URL. I'll come to my dictionary manager instance, login, search my dictionary, that is Juliet test, view. Then I'll click here to release the dictionary, select yes. Then I'll copy this subscription URL. Then I'll enter the subscription URL. After entering the subscription URL, I will now log into my Open Concept Lab staging server. Then click on the API token to copy the token, paste it in the token field. This is my first story. Then I'll save the changes. To be able to see the entry, I'll click on Import from Subscription Server. Our second story is Edit Subscription. So I'll click on Edit Subscription button, edit the token, click on Save Changes. To be able to see the entry, click on Import from Subscription Server. Our last story is the unsubscribe. This helps us to be able to run the test from the beginning. When we don't unsubscribe, when you run the test, they will begin from the middle. Having had a clear explanation of how the workflow goes, I will navigate to my project folder and enter this command in the terminal: npm run reference application to Open Concept Lab, and press enter to be able to see the magic behind. So the tests are running, those are just the background checks, and so soon we are going to navigate into the browser. And finally, we are on our Firefox browser. That is our familiar UI. The user is now logging in. Configure metadata, manage OCL link, set up subscription, enter URL for token and subscription, then import. We are on edit subscription. So the server has finally quit, as you can see on my screen. Then let us confirm with the terminal to confirm everything has run out successfully. So that is the final output. Our test has run successfully. Thank you.